Oh, yeah, it's on the wrong thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's, the wrong screen was up where I was recording some shit earlier. I've been trying to go live for like 2 hours, and Mariah kept telling me, no, don't go live yet. No, no, no. I don't know why she's like that. Don't go live yet. Well, no. I wish you wouldn't curse like that. Are you a lady or a sailor?
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house.
I don't know why Mariah's like that. You know what I mean?
We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed.
I can talk about her however I want because she's not in chat.
To lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play.
Oompa's been doing videos about, Oompaville's been doing videos about the CIA. That's what I was watching in the background when we first started.
Wake at the back of the pack.
I'm a super truther. I'm a truly a truther. I may be the only true truther. I've been using Google's AI search, and it's actually pretty decent. Like where you just, if you see something on your screen, you just circle it and search it. It's actually pretty good. I've been giving it some, like, I wasn't actually using it to search shit. I was just like testing it, and it's actually really good. Truther plus plus. Like I gave it like some mechanical, like this weird looking air compressor I found. I circled it and knew it was an air compressor. It's actually really good. Surprisingly, I figured it would be like a gimmicky kind of thing. I don't know. Mariah also told me to never cover Phil again. I don't know what that's about. Maybe she's been paid off. What do you guys think? You think she's been paid off by Phil? We'll know if we see her in Hawaii.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is
You remember when Mariah worked for the CIA?
Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
That was Linda Benda, and this is Will from Cold Beer. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Will Bird. This is Cold Beer Confessional. Mariah's not in chat tonight. If you see her in chat, it's not actually her. Just ignore it. Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, I'm Will Bird. This is Cold Beer Confessional. Mariah was trying to get me not to go live. I've been trying to go live for hours. Mariah's got me doing laundry, got me buying groceries, got me trying to communicate with me. It's a whole ordeal. Sorry about starting to never sing an off-tune song about him again. I'd take 50K. That's what I'm talking about. Liam's growing tomatoes. If you want an update about what's going on, Liam's growing tomatoes. We had to actually get some. I guess are they called cages? What are the things you put around tomatoes so they grow? It's not like lattice, but it's like a round thing. Tomato cage. Had to buy some cages for it. Liam's actually. I don't want him to squander this opportunity. Liam's at robot camp. It's actually it's like a STEM thing, but they're using Vex robot systems to build a robot that has to pick up and move a box to a different location. And it's remote controlled. It's not automated. Like it's got like a remote control with it, so you can drive over to it. Then you pick up a box. I told him today he was kind of aggravated because some kids that are younger than him kind of picked up on it quicker than he did because they've probably done it before, but still, they kind of picked up on it quicker than he did, so he's aggravated. And I was like, look, screw those kids. It doesn't matter. Do not squander this opportunity because, hell, I would go if I could go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be there. If they let adults in, that might be kind of creepy, though. Yeah, Liam's going to robot camp this week, which is pretty freaking sweet, if you ask me. I heard Cash Patel's kid is at robot camp too. Probably the same one. I don't know if you guys know, but he's one of my sources. He's part of the 7, and I'm the leader of the 7, which makes 8. That's part of my backstory. But yeah, Liam's at robot camp, and that sounds so cool. Like I don't know, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm gonna buy Mark Rober's thing. So Mark Rober has a thing called Crunch Labs, and it's kind of like, I think there's another company called like KiwiCo. They send you like little kits to build for kids, right? And they with these kits you like do like little experiments and build them or whatever. But he's got like an upgraded one for like teenagers and adults called Hack Pack or something. And I told Liam I would look into getting it for us. So we could work on them together. It's like little things you do, and you like program an Arduino and build them and put them together. But that's stuff that he's probably gonna need in his adult life. You know what I'm talking about? There's just a couple different ones. I think the one of them is that like this Nerf gun turret that you build, and you can have it like monitor for people, looking for people or whatever, and it shoots like Nerf darts at them. There's another one that's like a domino setting robot. So you draw a line, I think, or program a line. I think you draw a line, and it comes out and sets up dominoes, and you just feed dominoes to it. And then when it's done, you can knock all the dominoes over. The other one is actually really cool. I'm excited about it. You take a roll of painter's tape and a Sharpie, and you put the painter's tape on the machine, and when you do it, it makes labels for you. So the painter's tape and the Sharpie combine to where you type in what you want it to do, and it makes a label, and you rip it off, and there you go. So that's pretty cool. I think that's the first 3 boxes. There's 6 boxes total. You get a box every 2 months. It's kind of expensive, considering you could just probably buy the parts and build your own, which is what I would do if it was for me. But like where Liam's doing it, I think the instructions and someone like Mark Rober explaining it to him in simplified terms, because Mark Rober's a YouTuber, if you don't know, I think that it's maybe worth the investment. But we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll leave a review for it for Hack Pack. So there you go. I think it's like a few $100s for the year. I can't remember. For a whole year worth. You can only sign up for a year. You can't just get like 1 box or whatever. You can only sign up for a year. So there you go. What have you guys been up to? Probably not a whole lot, huh? Anybody been listening to any Q rappers? That's my new thing. I just listen to Q rappers all day and learn about the Great Awakening. The storm is upon us. Everybody's a pedophile. Super excited. The robots they're using at the camp is called it's called Vex. Oh God, no, can't do it. Can't do it tonight. It's very funny that I can't hear is Vex Robotics. And they do like our school is just starting with this. They do competition. They do a so this is from 10 days ago, but our school is not participating in the competition just because they're just getting started, but let's see what they got. They do it in middle school and high school. I wanted to see what the categories were, maybe. So it looks like stacking rings on a set of stakes, like ring toss, kind of. But is it color coordinated? I wish they'd zoom in on that shit a little bit. Hold on. Oh, wow. So when you take someone else's goal, I guess, and put it in something called a negative corner, it takes points away from the other team. That adds a weird dynamic to it. So they sell the kits, and I think they're really cheap if you buy them through like a school thing. It's part of a Northrop Grumman, which if you don't know, they make like airplanes and military logistics, airplanes, radar, all kinds of shit. It's part of some type of investment they're doing in society or some shit. They help put on these competitions with Vex Robotics, and Vex Robotics is the one that puts it together. This is this year's competition. Yeah, he's not really describing anything. I know there's no sound. I was just kind of looking
are
at
another
it,
question I keep getting asked. We did
this is like a promo.
something a little bit different in this game. You're gonna have to read the rules, get all the details. But if you picture we're not allowing expansion in any direction, so that's an interesting one. Changing the game mid-season is another question. The way we're going to dig events, state championships, national championships, we'll have a more challenging odds-on win point. And again, more details in the manual to be released later in the year. Yada. We also have, of course, the single tallest.
This isn't the actual competition. I think this is them announcing the competition is happening, right?
Climbing element that a Vex robot has ever had to climb before, 4 feet tall. And of course, my favorite part, a doubler and
then schools work together to build their robot, and they have a team.
Negator corner. You thought over-under had crazy defense. I can't wait to see 2 teams battling over that corner. I really, really wanted to see partner climbing in over-under. I really wanted to see robots lifting robots in over-under, and you guys just didn't deliver. So in high stakes, for Vex U competitors only, any robot which is elevated and not contacting the ladder has their climb points doubled. All the details are going to be in the manual, which D-Row is live right now. So go check it out, vex.com, get the manual for high stakes, and I will see you all later. Tyler.
Oh, hey, Gypsy Daisy.
Take us home.
Yeah, so Liam's camp that he's going to is free, and if you go back to this intro here, it's part of Northrop Grumman Foundation, presented by Northrop Grumman Foundation. So the competition's sponsored, the camp's free. I don't know if I think the robotics are sold to the school, like the robotic systems are sold to the school, but I highly discounted, and I'm pretty sure they can use grants and shit. I was on their website when we first heard about this summer camp and Vex Robotics, and it's I'll show you one of their robot kits. They're like, you guys remember Connects, where it was kind of like Legos, but it was for like teenagers where you could, or older kids, where you could build like roller coasters and shit. It's kind of like that. You can, it's like pieces with a bunch of holes in them, and then these things that snap in to connect them. So it's not like they have to, get wrenches or taps and screws and shit like that. Like a lot of the shit just snaps together. Let's see right here. Let's see this person show. So see how everything's perforated? And when it's perforated, they have these little things that snap in. So if you just snap one in, obviously you got a joint that'll move. If you snap two in, it's solid. So there's some more. Some Vex Robotics. Oh, that stacks the ring, kinda. Not very good though. I want to improve that.
Alright, you good?
But Liam is not doing this version of it. This is for competition. The one he's doing just stacks blocks. Like, it's pretty simple. And the school's probably not ready for competition. They probably need to do it for a couple years, get used to it, get some kids that really fucking stand out in doing it, and then go to like a competition. I would love to see them compete. That'd be cool. So that's moving. That thing moves the goal. Because again, if you put the goal in one of the corners is a negative corner. So two teams are competing at the same time, and let's say they have 8 points stacked on one of their goals. If you take their goal and push it into the negative corner, it becomes negative 8 points, which is cool. It's got a lot of different dynamics to it. To this robot.
Oh.
It's like it's turning a wheel or something.
Why Flex is just resubscribed for 22 months.
Thank you for the resubscription.
Alright, TikTok, is this not the coolest kayak that you've ever seen?
That piece looks hard to pull back out. No, so it's actually really easy to.
I was hoping somebody else would show the robotics, but it looks like we've gotten on something else. I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, if I could go to the damn thing, I would. If I could go to Robot Summer Camp, I would. I don't want him to. I want him to enjoy himself, but I don't want him to be so laid back that he kind of wastes the opportunity. There's a lot to learn here with programming, building, design, even just simple problem solving. Like we got a box on the ground. This is the tools that we have. Can we do this? What was this game? This is from 1617. It looked pretty cool. It looked like
the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics, the 2016-2017 game, Vex Robotics Competition, Starstruck. Starstruck is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, each made up of 2 teams. The object of the game is to
Those look like the pickup jacks thing, don't they? Like where you bounce the ball and pick up jacks or whatever.
Gain a higher score than the opposing alliance by scoring stars and cubes across the fence into the scoring zones. Stars are worth 1 point in the near zone and 2 points in the far zone. Cubes are worth 2 points in the near zone and 4 points in the far zone. Points are scored by getting stars and cubes to the other side of the fence. That's pretty cool. But you're going to have to be creative because the
and you notice they very rarely show a robot actually doing it because their engineers could probably design. They work for a robotics company, so an adult engineer with a degree could probably design the best possible robot to do this. But they don't want to. They don't want to give it away, right? So Liam was like, "Well, they told us we needed to pick up a box, but they didn't show us an example." And I'm like, "Well, that's part of it, right? That's part of the problem-solving portion of it." So they don't even show their robots a lot of times doing the goal. They don't want to give you any ideas. They want you to think outside the box and come up with your own ideas.
We'll keep robots on their own side of the field. Of course, there's more. At the end of the match, teams can get 4 points for low-hanging a robot or 12 points for high-hanging a robot. There are a total of 24 stars and 4 cubes in a Vex Robotics Competition Starstruck match. Each robot will have 1 star available as a preload prior to the match. Each alliance will have 1 cube available as a driver control load during the last 30 seconds of the match. 20 stars and 2 cubes will start at designated locations on the field. Each alliance has 1 hanging bar from which only 1 robot can hang. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with 4 bonus points at the end of the match.
So part of it is autonomous, and part of it is, part of it's driven, part of it is autonomous. That's cool.
The 1 minute 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous period bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. For detailed rules and game information on Vex Robotics competition Starstruck, see the official rules at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com. And be sure to visit the Vex forums often for all the latest updates. Best of luck on a great 2016-2017 season.
There you go, chat. Who knew? Who could have known it? What else do we have? Let's see here. I know we got some more stuff. There was a leaked Scott McKay phone call somebody sent to me with Madison Marquette. Mad Max Maddie. You may know her from Splattered and Baby Battered 4, 5, and 7. She wasn't in 6. She had an anal fissure. So, but there was a leaked phone call with him talking shit about the guy that runs, what is it? Damn it, I just searched it earlier. His name is David something. David. You guys know Scott McKay was paired with a guy in Texas that ran a course called Tactical Civics. And Tactical Civics is not technically, it's not Sovereign Citizen. Tactical Civics is actually, Mariah told me never to cover Phil ever again. Tactical Civics is actually like how do you express your First Amendment, your Second Amendment, or local law enforcement actually violating your rights. Not sovereign citizen, I'm not a boat, I never signed my birth certificate in all caps. It's not that. Tactical Civics is actually a normal fucking organization. Some people would call them extreme. They do have a lot of extreme right-wing people that follow them. But technically, a lot of their stuff they're saying is actually true. You know, the cops can violate your rights. The cops can do illegal search and seizures or not let you carry. There's a big thing in Florida where you can basically carry any firearm you want as long as you're going to and from hunting or fishing. So people would like take AR-15s and shit and say they're going fishing while they walk around all through town to like get to a bridge to fish or whatever. So Tactical Civics is not that bad. But the people that are talking to him, Doug and Madison Marquette, are actually sovereign retards. So they're like, we got every person in America is part of our standing militia from 18 to 65. And we got to get 20 people to get a constitutional grand jury to indict the deep state. So there was this.
In any militia that you bring into effect, is corporate.
That's the Doug guy talking.
In nature, bro. I agree. I listen, bro. I agree with you 100%. Okay. See, you're taking over the counties and standing up the original republics like we did out in California. We took the offices that were vacated and we stood up the original republic. And we can have a militia, we can have a grand jury, and anything else we want. Well, let me tell you this, and I said this numerous times.
It's actually 3 parts, I think, and this is the 3rd part. We can see how it started. Hold on. Let's see. How long was this on 12:43? 12:43.
Yes, sir. These people on the inside, if they're too scared to come out or be put out there, then they're not really on the inside. They're just hiding. And the other thing is, you know, we know that all of this stuff with Nikki, that was done on purpose. Okay? What we're doing is we're showing people how to do the proper process and hold these people accountable. And we got a task force together and started hitting them in mass and invalidating a lot of the things that they were doing. And then all of a sudden, Nikki comes out with a bastardized process. Her and Lincoln Coloma. Lincoln studied with me for a while, and she can't find her ass with both hands and a flashlight in the dark. And so they bastardized the process to make it seem real simple so people would jump on something simple and put it out there specifically and intentionally to get these people in trouble and to try to stop our process. And I'm not going for that shit. You know what I think it is, Doug? I don't think it's intentional. I think it's ego-driven. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's my belief. It's ego-driven. But there are no coincidences, Scott. I mean, why is she doing it now? When I tried to show her this process a long time ago, why is she doing it now that people are standing up? See, it's like you got a bunch of people out there that are sick and tired of this stuff. They're sick and tired of the Mockingbird alternative media and everybody going on each other's shows pushing the same
He'll stop
narrative.
McKay in a second, I promise.
Cat Rod and Sarge. We gave them the receipts, the calls by Leslie Kramer that she recorded of Mickey saying it was a dog and pony show and nobody was served and all of that good stuff.
So they're basically telling Scott McKay, oh, you're friends with that Mickey girl and she wants you to sign these fucking affidavit mamas bullshit. That's not real.
And then trying to deny
What we really need to do is get a constitutional grand jury.
it on the next call.
Yeah, I don't really advertise that D Boomba guy or whatever. He fucking steals my content, won't even link back to me. Like, goddamn, if you're gonna take my content and just fucking make it your video, you could at least drop my fucking link.
I mean, we put all the receipts out there. Everything on Lincoln Coloma, on her victims, all the people she defrauded. I mean, we gave them all of that, and they wouldn't even look at it. All right? And so now all of a sudden, we've got a task force that we're bringing about and we're creating. And these people are people that are sick and tired of stuff. They may not want to go out there and physically protest, but they'll sit at home and type stuff up and send it in. And our paperwork has clout. It's real. And so people are starting.
Our paperwork's real. Their paperwork's fake. It doesn't work. It's bullshit. Our paperwork is real.
You get scared, and next thing you know, all of a sudden Mickey pops up with a bastardized version that'll get people in trouble and starts putting it out there and goes viral. They let her go viral. Okay? So all of that would be pushed out there. You know, they're still on Situation Update. They're still talking about how Mickey Khan is helping the military by taking over the government at county level. You know, she ain't took over shit. You know, and I believe it was done on purpose, and I believe that 107 has something to do with it. Yeah, dude, I know you can have those beliefs, and that's fine with me, but I'm not in the know of that. I just am not. What I'm saying is this. I believe my mission has been very effective in this country. All right? If there's an exposure operation that needs to be had, just because I have a friendship or a relation, now look, if I come to learn that people are doing shit like you're telling me, I stand in honor, period. Always have. You don't know this, Madison. I've turned away billions of dollars. 10.
So he even says Madison there. 10 plus million. Scott McKay has turned down millions of dollars, he claims.
Plus million the last 3 years because my audience is not a shopping cart. It's not a shopping cart. Everybody wants a piece of it. They always want to bring their shit on. There's 4 or 5 things that I've introduced to my audience that even helps monetize this operation. 80% of everything I've ever brought in is building this war machine. I'm not out there building mansions, traveling, fucking work, doing all these podcasters who are making a shit ton of money. They are all showing the world who they really are. I'm showing the world who I am too, because I'm
tens of millions, even million. I've turned around millions, tens of millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. He's just turned away.
It is funded by me. I spent over 100,000. I spent 100,000+ years speaking to Clay Court for free. I've spoken to everybody in this country for free, except the Gettysburg address, that place you went to with me. And when I charged her, my expenses were half that. I came in and spoke for free. The next time I had to come in, at my cost. So therefore, it was a complete wash. So, and I think the Bolgers compensated me for 50% of my expenses to get there and speak to them.
Well, Scott, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Fucking people making all this money speaking.
This was obviously when this has got to be older. It says May 12th. She released it on May 12th, 2024. But she doesn't affiliate with Scott McKay and hasn't in a while. She calls him part of the problem, and he's part of the cabal now. And she tried to get him to help a traffic friend or something stupid.
Around the country, here's what I found, Madison. What I found out is, first of all, this is not even debatable, and nobody would debate it. Patriot Street Fighter is the biggest draw for that reawakened for it has been from the very first time.
Patriot Street Fighter is the biggest draw for the allegedly for the reawakened American. Clay Clark. Patriot Street Fighter is the one that gets them all in there. Gets them in the door.
There's no debating it. No, even more than Flint, who I've also distanced myself from since last night. I won't even take a call from the guy. I didn't have a relationship with him. I had an acquaintanceship with him. Well, I found
had an acquaintanceship with him. Okay.
Because quote unquote Rachel Maddow convinced Alan Dershowitz that I'm an anti-Semite. By the way.
This is when he got kicked off for being a literal anti-Semite. In case you're wondering what's going on here.
I was rescued by an Ashkenazi Jewish man who's in his 70s who took me in when I was homeless, crippled, penniless after that gravedigger crash. I was paralyzed and refused a disability check. He's a Jewish man, right? But I'm an anti-Semite. And they torched me, took me off that tour. It's gone downhill since because I was told that. And then I found out these motherfuckers were paying these other speakers. Like Julie Green would get like 20.
By the way, Scott is very, 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 very into his image, okay? He's very, very into his image, right? He does. I'm sure he was very upset that this got leaked. Very, very, very upset that this got leaked. He didn't even like when Dr. Z like alluded to him being part of this or that or whatever.
$8,000. Oh my God. Well, yeah, Julie Green at one of these events. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? The worst we would have done there was 50 or 60,000, and likely over 100,000 for the amount of people came because of Patriot Street Fighter. And then on the inside, they told me, hey, here's what we got. We just never believed that there was no Patriot Street Fighter ticket code. Because when people would call it a ticket, they would ask for one. Before I met you, when they had that Tampa event, I was basically asked, quote unquote, if you didn't hear me beat the shit out of Clay Clark on that stage on Saturday night, you missed it. But I was disinvited to Rodney Howard Brown's church where we had that event, right? And so here's what I know happened there.
He was disinvited, okay.
I said, well, you have a big following. I said, they come to these events. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah. Remember when you announced you weren't going to be speaking in Tampa? I said, yeah. He said, we had to refund a ton of money. I said, really? He goes, yeah, I know, because I had to process every single one of them. So now I found out that these fuckers on my back, when I'm spending $12,000 minimum to get my rig and my operation to speak at Clay Clark events, I spoke there.
My rig.
If they were paying people like
guys,
her to bring nobody that kind of money.
I got to get my rig there, guys. Cinderella, my rig.
You know how fucking pissed I am? I want to go public with it. I want to drop a hammer on Clay Clark and Flynn and all that bullshit. And I've never done it. And I have the grounds to fucking demolish it. I could have brought that whole tour down.
Okay, stop. Let me... Wait.
It did not allow Patriot Street Fighter to get into public battles because it diminishes what I...
Right there's what he's saying. He's saying it right now. He was probably so mad that this got recorded and leaked. Patriot Street Fighter does not get into public battles. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Doing, and I haven't done it from the day that Robert David Steele was telling the world when I walked away from his tours. I'm an FBI subterfuge agent. I have avoided getting involved in paper wars. That shit will work itself out. I stay on message and keep the big people moving in that direction.
Well, let me ask you a question. First of all, just a couple things. One, the difference between you and me and Clay Clark is Clay Clark asked me to go on that tour, and I told him to fuck off. And I told him that because I wasn't going to charge people money with...
I don't think Clay Clark ever asked Madison Marquette to go on this tour.
There's no freaking remedy back then when he was started to do these tours. The second part of that is Clay Clark is obviously trying to make a play for the White House. It's very evident, and I just didn't want anything to do with it. You know, he's deep state. He totally tell, and so my discernment back then was like, no. After I went on his show and he asked me, he said, no, it's not going to happen. But when are you, and like you had mentioned, Ann Vanderstill had distanced herself from all these people. When is it that you guys are accountable for putting out a message that's harming the people? Because you don't have to get in wars. That's fine. You don't have to attack people. You don't have to do whatever. Obviously, the way that I do things and Doug, we come from a whole different breed of the way that we've gone through things in our life and different stuff. So obviously, we approach things differently. We're not asking you to do that. But when is it that you and Ann,
she was there to fucking perform?
When all these people that are being harmed from the state national
Clay Clark provided the poll.
Process to Mickey Klon that you guys have put out never corrected the record. Listen, accountability is here. So when is it that you and these other people are held accountable when you know the truth and you're saying just let it work itself out? Well, guess what? You know what? Working it out. It's called Doug Heisel and Madison Marquette. That we're putting it out there.
There was I found a post from Phil, and it was one of Phil's followers, I guess, that had been following me for a while, and they said that it was fine for me to make fun of Phil for being rich, and it was fine for me to make fun of Nick Alvear for being a retard, I guess. I don't remember exactly what they said, but I crossed the line, and they'll never watch me again once I suggested that Donald Trump may have done something illegal and we should let the courts figure it out. That was their line.
And we're not asking you to do things the way we're doing, but we're asking you to protect the American people. So my question to you is, when is it that you are accountable for the actions of the misinformation that's being put out right now? You just told me in this.
Madison, I've had 30 minutes to process all.
No, you're fine. I just think about it. It could be a rhetorical question.
Yeah, there is already, and again, I'm holding both of you in honor, and if you dishonor, then you have no credibility with me. I was told this stuff I called you after I got saw this person. I was on for 45 minutes expressing this explosive frustration of what's happening here and how she's taking this thing completely off road. None of these people are like, what the fuck? I mean, they got their paychecks, their lives, they all this kind of shit, and they can't stop this freight train. And of course, I just happened to make a call out of curiosity, and I got hit in the face with all this. I was told, I talked to Annie, I called her, talked to her, but I was told that she was going to put out a public statement because Nikki will not seem to listen to anybody or back down. So give these people a minute. I just found all this shit out. It's not part of my platform. So it's not a significant interest in my mind in the terms that that's somebody's mission. I like to put stuff out so people can learn, see if they're putting out bullshit. Obviously, I'm going to not bring them on my show. I'm not going to be exposed to what they do on my show because now I know what I know. So obviously I'm going to do that right thing. If you're asking me to then publicly go attack or drop the hammer on somebody, that I can't do.
No, I'm not asking you to attack anyone. I'm asking you to listen. There's a difference between attacking someone and saying, hey, it's come to my attention that, however you decide to do it, or, that this information is incorrect and I'm correcting the record and I'm going to leave it at that. You don't have to do it a million times or whatever, but you can also put Mickey on blast.
I think it's funny. It makes him mad.
Scott, again, God gave you a platform.
He's got to be so
and
mad.
just as much as God has given us all a platform, he can take that away at any second and any minute. And if you are a man of honor, like you're talking about, then push her to the wall and put her on the show. You don't have to attack her. Simply ask the questions. You're a pretty, even killed dude. Like, ask her the questions very calmly, let her talk, and, ask her, say, hey.
Put her and Aaron on together. I'm telling you right now, I'm not putting her on my show because I don't need to pin her down. My word is good. People don't need to see somebody be pushed into a corner on my show. It's not how I deal with things. It takes away from who I am. But where I do have credibility with my audience, the credibility is they know I tell the truth. They know why I do what I do. They see the price that I pay to do it. Physical pain and money I put back into this war. And if I tell them, here's where I stand, that's good enough. They know that if there's one guy out there that is not a wealth seeker or a bullshit machine or put out sensational information to get an audience, they know it's me. I have not done daily analysis.
He's the only true one. That makes sense.
Years. It's what everybody does. The next information that comes out, they all put their spin on it because they're on mainstream media. On all of this and what Mickey's doing, and
this is when this must have been right around the time the Mickey Clan link blew up. I'm assuming.
Again, they gave me a hell of a download. I just grabbed my head saying, "Holy shit!" Now I see what Doug and Madison are talking about off the rails for that information because it can endanger people getting them in trouble. So all I want to tell you guys is that I don't even know what to say. I just want to be able to say. Now I'm thinking, why the hell would you be coming at me with stuff like this? It has nothing to do with me. And I know I looked back at your text message and you're kind of warning me so I ain't caught up in it. I understand that now. But I didn't know what these people are doing. I didn't know the information. By the way, Nikki's not on my speaker circuit. She couldn't even commit to it. That flyer went out prior to
So Mickey Clan is not one of the speakers because she couldn't commit to speaking. Not because there's something wrong with her. She just couldn't commit.
I don't know if it went out prior to you and I talking, but Nino's not on there. He never committed to it. Those guys have been removed from it. And that's neither not to say anything other than they are not part of my awareness. But the fact
Nino couldn't commit. Uh-oh.
That what I learned today, what Nikki's doing is probably going to get her arrested, and that she is not listening to the people who know. Like I said, I'm not intimate in her dealings with whatever the fuck it is she does. But I just know when I heard what her says, like, Jesus H. Christ, there are flags going up everywhere. I'm out of my head. I'm like, I can't believe this person's telling me all this.
By the way, Scott McKay says in this last video that what he's actually terrified of is law enforcement showing up at his house because he's already said they'll never take him in alive. So he plans that if law enforcement show up for any reason to his apartment to get in a shootout with them and die by law enforcement.
And they're in the know and extremely displeased, as are other people. were basically bailing out, saying, "Wait a minute," you know. So I don't know what else to say to that, but whatever you guys have against me, please understand something. I don't even have knowledge of this stuff. You just because I'm associating with people doesn't mean I know what they're doing or whatever. The podcast just gives people an opportunity to come on and talk about stuff. But I can tell you this: I'm backing away from these kind of people because this isn't good for the country. It's not good for the movement. And based on what I learned today, what you guys are trying to say, this is bad shit for people. And that's where I find out today. Also, it's not just for people in America. That stuff is going out unauthorized to other countries. You know, which does what? It fucking crushes the movement against the Matrix. It's giving it sets people up, Scott. It sets people up for them to come in and call us domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
And that we're involved in terrorist activities of threatening government officials, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I hear you. It's hard for me to hear anybody. Like, I just got on the phone with Michael Petramo. He wants me to bring him on for the work he's doing. I just said to him, I said, look, I jumped off the phone to catch you, Madison. I said, look, Michael, can I catch you a week later? I said, every day of my life is like this. There's so much shit coming at me. People are on the podcast. They got their missions and move whatever. If I don't give their time, it has nothing to do with my mission. They get upset with me. Like, I'm taking a side. I'm taking a side. For Christ's sakes, I got a mile long. I try to keep my podcast in my lane. I have so much shit coming up in me I'm in the middle of a fucking hostile takeover in the country right now. And mounting legal bills over this bullshit. I'm like, Jesus H. Christ. It's like, I have shit coming at me from every direction. And most of it has nothing to do with me or what I do. It's obviously in some cases because of who I know, and that's it. But I don't know what else to say to you guys other than, you know, you just leave me out of this. I know the others that I haven't talked to Andy yet today, Vanderfield. These people are like, what the fuck is this girl doing? Like, they're like, this is not what people, from what I understand, they didn't sign on to this kind of stuff.
Well, let me just first of all, they did sign on to it when they decided to defraud the American people and get them to catch a case where they're going to be trafficked, human trafficking in persons part B. And the last time I checked, I had a task force that stops human trafficking, not only for children that are being raped and women and some men. It has to do with stopping these terrorists like Ann Vandersteel and all of these other people and Mickey that are catching these people so where they're trafficked through the court system. So, you know, I love how they're out.
The H in Jesus H. Christ stands for hallowed. Hallowed be thy name.
They're, you know, putting out my name where, listen, I know the law. Doug taught me well. I've studied it. I also went to law school to know my enemy. I know how to play 5D chess. And I didn't have a bone to pick with them until they went out there and started, first of all, it started with Mel K, who, you know, and David Dino Rodriguez and all their crap, right? And now Ann Vandersteel and Mickey, this is and I left that alone back then. Now they're playing cat.
Could you imagine if someone just swatted Scott McKay and that basically ended his life?
Yeah, and that cat girl, right? Putting out there these, first of all, they're saying I have some.
Yeah, I can see the level of my audio. There's a compressor on it, but I can't. I try to compress it to where all audio sounds the same, and the compressor cuts out when I start talking, so it lowers my audio. I can see my audio levels visually, and there's no way it's twice as loud as my microphone.
Fucking name. When I put out my driver's license and everything else, right? They're bringing some innocent person who I have no fucking clue who that person is, right? They're bringing them into it, which is really kind of sad because you're harming someone you don't even know, and they're making these comments. And listen, they're telling me to join their movement. I'm not going to join these terrorists that are harming the American people. It's not going to happen. And you're wanting us to leave you out of it, Scott, but like I cared about you enough to, and Doug did too, to give you a heads up. We tried to warn you, and I told you we are here to take down.
Your wife really left you because she joined a fucking, well, they call it Reformed Christianity, Calvinists. I didn't know that was a reason. I don't think you ever said, but that's crazy. There's a bunch of people on TikTok that are coming out about different religions that like ruined their life and cults they were in and shit.
On the Project Mockingbird Media, and I get that you have that podcast and everyone wants to get on it and all that stuff. Like, I get it, right? We're all busy. We all have things, you know, that we want to get done, but that's not what this is about with you. This is that you have a following and you haven't corrected the record within regards to Mickey. You have a duty. If you really love this country, Scott, you have a duty to the country and to the American people to correct the record that what she's doing is incorrect and can catch people a case. I'm going to tell you this, and Doug is a witness to this. I am standing up to the system, and I'm doing it the right way. And guess what? They do threaten it. They threatened me today, saying, "Oh, you know, electronic harassment and paper terrorism," and I push back because I know how to defend what I'm doing because my paperwork is in order.
Right. She just puts a lien against everybody. Most of the time, it's not even the right people. She put a lien against some other guy that just shares my name.
So they can't come after me. But people like Mickey and Ann Vandersdale and all of these people, and you know what? Ann has hooked her chain to Anna Von Reitz. Then she hooked her chain to David Strait. Then she took her chain to Bobby Lawrence. You know, she's...
I'm telling you, man, being a preacher could be a really good grift. And you're basically unquestionable. Right? You just, God told me to do it. And if you don't feel that way, leave. And a lot of people, their community, their family, their loved ones are tied into that church. So a lot of people are not going to leave unless there's like a mass exodus. No pun intended.
Burned the bridges on all of those, and then now she's hooking her train to Mickey Kwan. She has no clue what she's doing. This is not about likes and follows anymore. This is about our country. This is about taking down a system that has enslaved us for centuries. When Lincoln pretended to unslave the blacks, but then enslaved the rest of us through birth certificates and our straw man and everything else. That's what this is about. This is not a personal attack on you. This is that we're done with the Project Mockingbird media. We're done. I don't care if you're in a patriot movement. I don't care if you're CNN. I don't care if you're NBC. We don't discriminate against taking it down, but you do have a duty, Scott, to correct the record on something as detrimental you just said to us, you know, that you know it's dangerous.
There are measures I can take, which I will. But I can tell you this, I've known Ann for a couple of years. I know Ann obviously has completely walked away from Mickey. I just learned all this stuff today because I say Mickey's off the rails. And based on the person who knows her very well, going in as a close friend, like, okay, holy shit, I get it.
It's fun. It's so... What's hard to watch, or I guess interesting to watch, is when they're talking to their audience or they're talking to each other, they put this claim out that none of it is for followers, likes, or money. But they know it's just for they know they're doing this for followers, likes, and money. Right? They all quit their job. They all take donations. They all fucking sell merch. They all get a ton of money and buy shit. Especially Madison Marquette. This isn't about likes and followers anymore. This is about our country. Bitch, you're raising fake money for fake children you didn't fucking rescue. It's so weird to hear them all argue about how this is about our country, not about money, and then to see their actions are the exact opposite. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Standing around, it's like that Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. You're doing this for fame and money. Not me, you.
I never went through the state national process. Those guys came after me when I was in Sturgis on tour. They came up at me. I don't even remember. Straight, Bobby Lawrence, same thing. I was told that they flew up there for one reason. They wanted to find out if I was the real deal, whatever that means. They observed me for 3 or 4 days around the people and realized he really is the real deal. He cares.
This right here is so weird. That David Strait and these people would have some type of secret, like, monitoring. They flew up there to observe me. They didn't tell me they were coming. I didn't know they were there till they left. They came out and monitored me with the people. And they found out that I'm the real deal.
About these people. So they try to engage me after that. I never went through the process. And so my internal compass is just not drawing me to do that. Can't give you the exact reason why. Obviously, I think I probably now know why. I know Ann has moved away from it too because she saw a bullet hole. She told me months ago.
Ann Vandersdale was on a stage in front of thousands of people right after Brad Barton and told people that she was just finishing up her sovereign national passport and that she was going to use it to travel out of the country and back, and nobody could fucking stop her. Then she just quit talking about it. And she was dropping links to David Strait's fucking his fucking was David Strait adjacent person to his fucking Telegram and telling other people they should do it. That it wasn't that expensive. Sign up for his program. Take his program. He'll teach you how to become a sovereign national. Like, she probably made that man thousands and thousands of dollars. And now in the background, she's telling people it was all bullshit. But in the foreground, the people that spent money, she's just ignoring them.
She doesn't promote it anymore. She got in close enough to see there's bullet holes and there are problems here. And obviously it's good for the people. I can't.
They're fooling their followers. All their followers are fucking retarded.
For her, I can only tell you what she told me. So, you know, again, the other people, here's what I've done on my podcast, Madison. There are people that have to.
I want to. There's this video. There's this audio. Then there's one more. I want you to hear the last one where he talks about the cops trying to kill him. But
like this, the media, the way it has been built, is they're building a narrative. and they put everybody on a show that has it's kind of like, I remember reading George Magazine when I had to fly from LA to the East Coast once a month, every single month for 4 years, 96 to 2000. And so I'm a reader, so I spend the entire time reading. I always pick up George. I thought, it's kind of a little bit left, kind of, here's a little bit right. And as I talked to those people, once they told me, that's what real media is. Like Junior saw that too. That they put out a publication and it's always all one-sided. And they're trying to get people to, he said, if you just push things out all over the world, let them have the discernment. They have a spiritual responsibility themselves. Start using their own discernment to see what's bullshit and what's not. That's why I know when I have people on my channel that doesn't necessarily maybe align with the bulk of my audience. That's okay with me, because then they tell me. I had Benjamin Fulfer on the other day, and Benjamin says some things I've never had Ben on before. I don't know. I used to look at his work a lot. I don't agree with a lot of shit he says. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time buying that. He came on the other night, and he said some things that could have been outlandish. And I had one of my people reach out, same thing. She's a very dear, become a dear friend, very supportive of Patriot Street Fighter, and she didn't really have to get a chance prior to that. She saw this show and thought, wow, this is pretty amazing. But then I get a call the next day from a close friend of mine. I'll leave his name out of it too. He's pretty well known internationally. He's like, yeah, I just want you to know that guy just wrote a hit piece on me. Blaming me for the death of Robert David Steele. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like, anywhere I turn now, it's like...
So Scott McKay killed Robert David Steele.
Somebody is something other than who you think, or shit just blows up. And I'm like, you know what? I said to him, and you know what? I said, hey, no offense. I mean, I'm pissed that I didn't know this, because I might have thought different about well, here's the deal. I got a lot of my audience to figure this shit out themselves, and I told them day one last on the Tipping Point Revolution Radio from day one. All the stuff I was telling about the Bush family, Nazi dynasty, trafficking, drug operation. People thought I was off my fucking rocker. And I would say every time folks don't take anything I say for face value, you need to do your own research and your own work. I'm not here to do it for you.
That's right. Do your own research.
Information that says what I'm telling you is bullshit, then you just helped overcome 30 years of my own work and research, because this is where I come from. And somehow, which I think is impossible, but it's not. If you're relying on what Scott McKay thinks, you're still fucked, because you now are the same problem, because you're resting all of your beliefs in what I say. You can't be that, because they captured so many people. How do you know they don't capture me? That's why I don't always pick and choose, maybe wisely, the people to bring up my podcast, because what I believe is my audience doesn't put up bullshit. They call me.
By the way, he was licking fucking Mickey Clans. He was licking Mickey's fucking ass crack when Negative 48 first popped on the scene. And Negative 48 was coming out saying that he was a fucking archangel, and he personally knew JFK Jr. and talked to him, and he was still alive. He was licking his fucking... He did a 6-hour stream because he found it so important that everybody needed to hear what Negative 48 had to say and what he had decoded. And then he just fucking dropped him immediately. Stuck with Mickey for a while, now dropped her.
If somebody comes on and says this stuff, they hit me. They hit me in the reply boxes, in the comments, and I'm okay with that, because I tell them. If somebody hits me with something, I'll say, you know what, I'm glad you just told me that. I stand corrected, I didn't know that. To me, that's just part of the exposure.
Kirsten W., yeah.
It helps the audience to do it. And so when you see me, look, I've watched people attack you for a couple of years.
He's negative 6 foot now.
I don't get involved in those fights, but for me, it's not like, well...
At least that's his elevation.
I don't ever talk about it. She's not my friend. People know that I'm friends with you. They know that I talk to you. I don't back up because somebody else doesn't like something. That's just not my nature, so I am. I don't want anybody to be friends with either. And also, when I get information like I got today, I'm like, this is not good. People are going to be harmed by this. I'm trying to figure out a strategy to have a conversation with Nikki, because these other people that I mentioned, they can't get her back the fuck off.
Then why don't you do this, Scott? I have a suggestion for you, because you're ballsy. Have her back on your show. Say, hey, I want to do a follow-up with you. And then push her on the freaking show of what you found out. Don't have a private conversation.
No, he's not going to do that.
Line and push back. Then that's how you correct the record. Push her against the wall here, and then just like you said, let the people decide what they want to believe once they have watched both interviews with her.
He's got to be friends with everybody.
Fine, Andy Madison, but if this backfires and she kind of gets off the rails, whatever, if she keeps doing the same thing, people are in harm's way. I may be the one voice of reason, possibly, I don't know for sure. If you get her to back down and back off from where she's headed, because it's dangerous for her too. That's my first thought. I got to figure out in my mind how I have this conversation with her, because if I have it, she's going to realize I now have information from the inside. And from the inside, that makes it very difficult for those people. You understand what I'm saying?
There's one more.
Here I am.
This one's about to end.
In here. Can I switch over, Scott?
I don't know what was this one?
On all of this and what Mickey's doing.
Oh shit, we never heard the first one, I guess.
Again, they gave me a hell of a download. I just grabbed my head saying, holy shit.
I'll speed this one up.
I see what the Madison are talking about. Well, off the rails with that information is it can endanger people getting in trouble. So all I want to tell you guys is that I don't even know what to say. I just want to be able to say, now I'm thinking, why the hell would you be coming at me with stuff like this? It has nothing to do with me. And I know looking back at your text message, you're kind of warning me, so I ain't talking. I understand that now. But I didn't know what these people are doing. I didn't know the information. By the way, Nikki's not on my speaker circuit. She couldn't even commit to it. That flyer went out prior to, I don't know if it went out prior to you and I talking, but Nino's gone on there. He never committed to it. Those guys have been rebooted on it.
Never mind. This is just a repeat of the first one we watched. So here's the last one.
Jury and any militia that you bring into effect, basically, is corporate in nature, bro. Agreed. I listen, bro. I agree with you 100%. Okay. See, you're taking over the counties and standing up the original republic.
You think they're in witness protection?
We're vacated, and we stood up the original republic, and we can have a grand jury. Anything else we want. Well, let me tell you this, and I said this numerous times. First of all, David Zuniga is an asshole. Just plain and simple.
David Zuniga is a fucking asshole. David Zuniga. I wonder if David knows this. That Scott McKay is telling people. He's the guy who wrote the Tactical Civics book and is the head of the Tactical Civics movement.
I would say that because I say to his face because of how he's basically torched his own movement. There wasn't one until I came along a year ago. There was 150 chapters and less than 500 people after 4 years of trying. I turned the light on this thing and got my buddy Bill Ogden in Clearsville County to focus. He wanted to focus. I said, let's fucking go then. We got to get people's attention that this comes from the Constitution. And now there's over 1,800 chapters in a year and there's approaching 8,000 people. What is my purpose?
She died because she fucking had COVID and she looked like, god damn, she looked so bad. And she still hopped on a fucking plane and traveled and went to LA and was trying to go to some type of fashion, something another. Man, she looked so bad before she hopped on the plane. She looked like she was about to die.
For that with a guy who quote unquote started she was a fucking asshole, disrespectful, throws people out, and all that bullshit. I could have just walked away from the whole thing, but here's my
By the way, Scott McKay probably sent thousands of people to sign up for Tactical Civics. And he used to work with them, but now he's calling the guy an asshole.
The corporations, if you listen to my podcast, I'm hammering and have been telling people, listen.
Yeah, she was just treating any new fad that came out that was supposed to prevent you from getting COVID or anti-parasitics or whatever. She was on all kinds of shit, dude. All kinds of shit. Any new thing that come out, she's like, I'm taking that.
I don't care if you get the elections right. I don't care if you put the people in quote unquote one. You're still going to be fucked over. Why? Because they are seated inside of the corporation.
She did a little update video from her where she was laying down on a couch or a bed or something. I think I remember it was green. She had an oxygen mask that she pulled down and was talking to people. I don't know if she actually posted the video or this was like to her group of friends or something. Somehow I ended up with it. And she looked so bad and I felt so bad for her, I wouldn't even show it on the show. Like, she literally looked like she was, like she should be in fucking ICU. Like, it was horrible.
That's the fiduciary responsibility for the corporation, not you. The corporatization of this country is corporations masquerading as government, corporations masquerading as courts, and masquerading as law enforcement. Now, how do you get people to look against that? I'll worry about that when we get the numbers, because as I said many times, I've invited it to come right in my face. There's going to come a point in time where the corporation's not going to serve the people, because they got their buddies greasing the rails and they're paying each other. Well, then that's when you say, this is what the grand jury's for. Look at this.
Oh, there's going to come a time that the corporation is not going to serve the people.
Law enforcement shows up. Yeah, you're not going to do that. Oh, yeah, we are. We've got our standing militia has, 542 members with their magistrate patch on from our county. Here's ours, and you got
what was sad is she kind of died in the height of the COVID. Everything was fucking crazy at the time. So she had, I think, like one or two members of her family that lived in the U.S., and I can't remember who it was. That one was notified, but when they tried to reach her main family that was still overseas, they couldn't even get a hold of them. They couldn't find contacts and shit. I don't even know who took like custody of her remains. I have no idea.
40 troopers. Okay, I told it to state police. People are now. Okay, so we're going to bring in 4 other barracks. Okay, no problem. We're bringing in 4 neighboring counties. We're about 2,700. You go.
So he's basically talking about fighting state troopers with a standing militia.
What, 200? How far do you want to take this? And I say this on my podcast. What I'm trying to get people to do is take baby steps. If I'm now saying, hey, you got to go against court. You and I both know. I've been building organizations since I was in my 20s. I've done it successfully on multiple fronts. What I know is people will if it's palatable, take those steps.
Yeah.
We can.
Today's the day, guys. The Three Gorges Dam is going to break.
We're not going to. The reason I'm pushing so hard on this mission is because we are not going to get anywhere near where we've got 0.5% of the population in every county who are part of a chapter, or to where we can convene grand juries, or where they get a certified militia. One of the things that we're near before this country blows up is what's coming. The reason I keep pushing it is I've got people talking to each other. I've got people in their counties now meeting each other. I'm pointing at planting the finger, and hey guys, this shit is off the rails.
God, that damn video of her. That first of all, Intel Lady used to do the best impression of her, patriothonkers.com. I even bought that URL and had it redirect to Intel Lady's Buy Me a Coffee page or her YouTube page or something. But I think out of respect for the dead, I think she took most of those down. She doesn't do them anymore, and I think she took most of them down. I even stopped the website from, she asked me to stop the website from redirecting to her website because she felt like it was disrespectful. But man, she was so funny when she did Kirsten W.
And the thousands that are in here with their debit card and now being given guns to attack us, it's going to be a lot better. You guys have already ex-military vets who...
So the immigrants are given debit cards and guns and told to attack us now.
These trappers, you've already talked about it. My nephew's already done this before I started this mission. They're talking to each other and saying, look, if this shit starts, your Navy, I'm Marines, your Army, here's what we need to have a plan for our own town and county. That's really the only reason. In fact, my belief is when I get sick of this shit coming out of their office down there and the dumb shit they do, I've already instructed them, hey folks, they said download all their material. Download it all. Because at the end of the day, we don't fucking need them. If this guy gets in my way, all I have to do is go on.
So now what he's talking about doing is going to tacticalcivics.com, downloading all the material they have hosted on their website for their members, and then telling everybody to unsubscribe and stealing his material.
My podcast and light that thing up, and I told his people to tell him, he gets in my way, I will bring this thing down faster than I build it because they're not his people, they're my people. And I get back on him too. Because why? I just want an organizational...
We got some Phil videos to cover. It won't be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow night for the Twitch subscribers and Patreon lower tier subs. We'll probably cover some Phil updates. I think Phil's dead. Not sure, not positive, but I'm going to definitively say Phil's dead.
I can tell them, go fuck yourself. We got all the material. We don't need to have you get your $5 a month for the people doing this. I think that's so much fucking money. It's $5 a month for 8,000 people. They had none before me. I'm not asking for a dime of it. I don't want it. I want the tool. And I'm going to use it.
$5 a month for 8,000 people. That's $40,000. That's $40,000 a month that he gets from his Tactical Civics website.
Tool doesn't serve me. Then I'm going to say, thanks, we're taking the tools we have, and I'm going to keep the mission moving. I'm just going to tell them not to go, and I can say what I want because I never joined that movement. That's what my mission is with that stuff. So just so you know, Doug, I get what you're saying. I agree 100%. I'm going to use their stuff to get us where we need to go because at least I build credibility with the people when I say, folks, this isn't serving us, but we don't need that. It just started to flame. Now we're an afterburner, and let's just keep on building our community of patriots. We're going to restore this republic the way the founders put it. Constitutional county grand jury and a mandated certified standing militia requires the grand jury. As the yeah, here's the thing, bro. The way that you're doing it right now, you don't have a constitutional grand jury. And you don't have a constitutional militia. You've got a corporate grand jury and a corporate militia. I know. And by building that up, you know, this is what I'm saying. There's a maximum law that you control what you create, and you only control what you create. So when you allow these counties to create this legislation that creates this grand jury and these militias, they control that, no matter what you say, according to law. I agree. We're not doing it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like if you're asking them to pass legislation to allow you to have something that you're right, that you're right by law. Doug, listen to me. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm telling you, you're not hearing my mission. I hear your mission. You're trying to utilize their bullshit to bring numbers in. I'm utilizing the information they have on the constitutional county grand jury. I don't think it's going to the corporations and doing that. That's a problem that can be solved down the road when you have the numbers.
No, but Scott, what we're trying to tell you is it can't. That's the problem. This is the whole issue, and I really want you to hear what I'm saying and what Doug is saying. That is the issue. You are getting people caught up and telling them to go into these cabal courts with bonds attached to it to get numbers. Wait. Okay, well listen.
Bonds for the win. That was her, not affidavit mamas. Bonds for the win. Call everybody's bonds into account.
I'm not really doing any of that. I'm just having a formal organization where they together are talking about how we restore the public constitutionally. I'm not encouraging them to go. We're not going to get to a point to where these people go to these assholes. I mean, these town councils, they're all going to say, fuck you. I already know that. That's my point is to have enough.
The people in these town halls are going to say, fuck you, I already know that.
So they don't have to go to these assholes. I am completely against the corporate everything. I say on my podcast all the time, these motherfuckers corporatize the country. Jefferson warned us. If I was you, Scott, what I would do is I would start letting people know that there's two governments operating right now. Decide. Make your pick.
Two governments.
One is corporate in nature, and you got one that's constitutional in nature. One is constitutional in nature. We're forming up. Everybody from 18 to 65 is part of the unorganized militia. Well, right now.
Did you know that? If you're between 18 and 65, you're part of this guy's militia.
Now, we find it necessary to organize this militia, so we need the people 18 to 65 that are willing to make a stand, to come forward, so we can organize this militia. And we need 25 people to convene a grand jury. Okay, that is our right by law, and we're not doing it through corporate bullshit like Tactical Civics was doing.
Be here tomorrow, then.
People, since Trump was elected, he gave the power back to the people. And part of this country is we want to have a sovereign country where people have their individual rights, because the difference between a republic and a democracy is our rights are singular and individual and not aggregate. We're in a democracy, but aggregate mob rules. Okay, we're stepping away from that, and we want to build the world that we want to live in. And so we're going to do that because by nature and nature's law, we not only have that right, but when you have a right, a duty comes with it. So the duty is for you to grab your shit and stand up and do your part in taking our country back. And I would lay it out like that, and I would take and get the members that way so they know that they're not dealing with the county or the corporation in any manner. The corporation is an enemy of the people. It's a fictional construct. You're preaching to the choir, brother. This is my message. This is how the people retain these numbers. It's exactly. You're just saying it differently. And also, I'm operating in a way that I think I can get shit accomplished, so they don't come and roll me up and in my fucking district in prison. I could have survived this. I could have survived it because, listen, I can tell you this. From the political scope forward, from 1994 till 2006, when I walked away, because I realized these fuckers are criminals. It took until Trump ran for me to actually come out into the open on social media, whatever. I wasn't a public anything. I haven't been on stages in public. I've avoided it because of the...
You weren't a public anything because you didn't have this grit. He tries to make it seem like he could have been the next motivational speaker, the next Gary Vaynerchuk. I wasn't on stages because I avoided it because of all the bullshit. I could have been speaking to millions, packing stadiums out, but I didn't until I finally had to. No one knew who the fuck you were, dude, until you started this grift.
Bullshit that comes with it that I deal with today. When all this stuff started in this realm, that everybody calls a Great Awakening, I've already been down that road. And I know one thing, nobody, and I mean fucking nobody, ever went on a podcast in front of a camera.
Dream shattered.
Right into that thing and telling the world what I told them. These people are killers, they're rapists, they're butchering kids. Nobody did that. I never stopped. The reason I did it is I'm like, nobody wants to do it. Politicians do it all the time. I can do it. I know you do, but we just happen to have an audience that exploded from it. And I don't even see the other podcasters out there for 4 years hammer away like I do. I'm on my battlefield. I can't fight any harder, and I can't put myself at greater risk. I'm surprised they haven't got me already. In one way or another, my greatest fear is law enforcement. It isn't them.
My greatest threat, my greatest fear is law enforcement.
I'm going to take me out of the bullet. They fucking do that. Okay, I'm good with that. I move on. I did my job. I'm not worried about that. I've been dead once. I was pulled out.
Oh my God, you weren't pulled out of a grave. You had a motorcycle wreck.
So I got to make sure that these guys, because if they show up with law enforcement and guns, I said it on my channel of ours.
Scott McKay says it like he had a funeral, he was embalmed, he had a funeral service visitation, he was buried, and thank God 4 days later, they had a string tied to his toe with a little bell, and he was ringing it, and someone dug him up. Pulled right out of a grave.
You're never taking me in. You can put me down, but you're never taking me in. You're going to do it right out here.
You can put me down, but you're never taking me in. When law enforcement shows up, you're never taking me down. You can put me down, but you're never taking me in. You're going to do it right out here in the open. Everybody's going to have to watch it.
That's the provocation to make these fuckers say, this cocky son of a bitch, let's just go roll up, see what he does. I told him what I'm going to do. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not doing anything that's against my rights or anything that's not with my rights. And if you're going to take me out, you're going to do it out here, not behind fucking bars where you can end it quietly and silently. I can't be any more provocative. I'm asking for a little credit here. Let me fight my war the way I have to fight it.
By the way, it was weird that Scott immediately called the police when someone stole his truck at a gas station, though. That was weird.
I stand corrected because I didn't know.
That's right. Give him a motorcycle and just wait.
I do know. Let me handle this shit in my way so it doesn't destroy what I built. I got the credit.
Let me handle this shit. Again, it's not about the followers. It's not about the money. But I don't want to destroy what I built. Let me handle it in my own way. My audience believes everything I say. It took me a couple years for them to hang on every word I fucking put out there. I don't want to destroy what I built up, guys. Let me handle it.
Credibility of the audience. It took me these years to earn their trust. You said move away from them. I already am. I've had a chance to talk to these other parties involved. I already know. I was told they're like, what the fuck is going on here? They're already moving away.
Well, Scott, give us a little credit.
That's your job.
Give us a little. Okay. But here's, I want to tell you.
This is a snack.
President Trump put in place people and gave the power back to people. Put survival-led task force. Despite the people's past, put people.
And that's the end of those. There you go. Scott McKay, terrified. Terrified. What is General... You may be asking yourself, well... What is General Flynn afraid of? I think it's bananas. I think General Flynn, terrified of BANANAS.
America will never be a banana republic. Will never be a banana republic. We're going to crush this banana republic. We're going to crush the idea that America is or will ever be.
Wait, what's Michelle Obama doing there?
Ready? All right, now we're going to pick them up. That's too bad, because I love bananas. What kid doesn't love?
Do you want me to grab those from you?
Banana republic. America will never
Easy. Michelle Obama right there.
be a banana republic.
Does this make you mad, Dr. J?
Will never be a banana republic. We're going to crush this.
So it's a banana. It's a bunch of bananas that someone's written Republic on each one in Sharpie.
Banana republic. We're going to crush the idea that America is or will ever be a
I was hoping it'd be like Mario Kart and he'd spin out,
banana republic. Ready?
fall off the Rainbow Road, and that little cloud guy with the fishing pole has to go pick him up. There's people cheering for this. An elderly man had to stomp a banana twice to squish it, and people are cheering.
All right, now we're going to pick them up. That's too bad, because I love bananas. What kid doesn't
Do you want me to grab those?
What kid doesn't love bananas? The kids with panda eyes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is the cringiest thing. I know the Q-tards are calling him out because they now hate him or whatever, but this is pretty cringy, you have to admit. Also, I had a response to Nick Alvear the other day. So apparently, outside the Matrix, a.k.a. Crash, this lady called out Nick. It says, speaking of 8-coon infiltration, not really caring about what people say, I just want the truth. So here it goes. At Gray Area Monarch has been adding pieces to the puzzle. For me, the more I listen to his experience, then I found this thread. And then someone says, why did Nick Alvear's lawyer put Phil Godlewski and Trump in the same category? Nick is a shield too. At PA Trump Girl, on Wilbur Show, Colbert Confess, Good Line TV, at Script Keeper. So many fakes and frauds. Then she says, I heard Nick threw Trump under the bus, but I haven't seen anything to back it up. Okay? Then Nick Alvear says, Q-Rash, I heard you're a raging lesbian. I heard you're a raging lesbian, but I haven't seen anything to back it up. Before you go around spreading bullshit, do the research that you claim to be good at and shine with lightness, not darkness. You and your dumbass cronies are making a fool of yourself. Where were you on Jan 6, 2021? How many films have you made to help wake people up? You just find comfort in bitching about shit on TikTok. This must have been one of his days he didn't meditate enough. Have you spent a day outside away from the computer screen? Ever spent a day in jail? Which one is it? Are we trying to get outside or in jail? You are a wannabe who can't handle attention, and it's evident your ego has overcome your ability to reason. Maybe it's menopause. Either way, just a note, you used to be cool until you tried too hard to be. So she's a menopausal, raging lesbian. So she says, did I not say I haven't seen nothing to back it up? I did research it and saw it in your court docs. However, I never spread anything after seeing it was there. So how is that spreading anything? Why is it all you guys talk the same, calling names and bullying? You do realize Phil uses that tactic too, don't you? And worse yet, you preach love and light. Then I said, Raging Lesbian was the band that played at our prom, I think. And then Q-Rash said, well, I wasn't in it. So there you go. Raging Lesbian. That sounds like a menopausal raging lesbians. If that isn't the band name of the century, I don't know what is. It wouldn't let me respond to Nick, so I had to respond to hers. Even though I can see his post here, because I'm tagged in this, I can't respond to him. But she was not a member of menopausal raging lesbians, I don't think. And Nick still has me blocked. Do you guys know who Heel Mike and Zerka are? They're streamers. Heel Mike and Zerka have done a little thing. So they have been banned from Kick, I believe, and they did a little thing on their live stream, and it was rather interesting. There was a little bit of a live stream situation going on, right? And I want to show that to you. Let's see. Let's go to Tree of Logic. I can't remember what her thing is. What's her account name? Oh, it's just got underscores in it. Okay. So they did a thing on their little live stream. I gotta go restart the dryer. But give me just a second here. Watch this first video. It'll probably loop by the time I get back, but here you go.
Nigga, they on my stream. I don't give a fuck. Fake ID? Good. Good. I didn't even know they made those. Who gives a fuck, you faggot retard losers? Kill yourself. You fucking queer losers. Always bitch.
Welcome to Simp IQ. System service.
No, this is their live stream.
Doing tequila.
Should we drink?
I think we need tequila.
I think we should. Yo, Sagan, come here.
Come on. I say we go.
Yeah, we should go.
In case you're wondering, she's 16.
Should. No, on stream.
Oh, we're on stream. Oh, she fixed my dick.
Nigga, they on my...
And the last thing he said right there was, I hope she sucks my dick.
She fixed my dick.
Nigga, they
now, there's a few more clips that go with this. Here's one where they say, dude, we told her to show ID to get in here. She didn't. She says she doesn't have an ID. We need to kick her out.
I said, what? She said, December 1st, go ask her birthday later and see if it's the same birthday.
This is not, you're trolling me.
He's even kind of telling her, like, you need to quiz her and see when her birthday is. You need to ask her when her birthday is. And he says, no, you're trolling me.
Okay, dude.
I'm not doing this for content.
No, because I'm used to Canada. In Canada, you can go to 17, 16. I've never done it, but you can do it.
I've never done it, but in Canada, it's allowed.
But, like, nope.
This is America.
Yes, that would be what Alvear did is exactly an ad hominem attack that he accuses Phil and Trump of.
This is not happening.
I said, what? She said.
So here's a clip where you just watched.
Welcome to Simp IQ. System service.
Wait, Dave's doing tequila.
Should we drink?
I think we need tequila.
I think we should. Yo, Sagan, come here.
Come on.
Either way, they know she's not 21 and they're serving her alcohol.
I say we go and get.
Yeah, we should go.
We should. No, on stream.
Oh, we're
not on stream.
Oh, she fixed my dick.
I hope she sucks my dick.
Nigga, they on my stream. I don't give a fuck. Fake ID? Good. Good. I didn't even know they made those. Who gives a fuck, you faggot retard losers? Kill.
So people were telling her that she was underage, and he was cussing them out, saying, oh, we're going to start IDing people. We don't give a fuck.
Do you have lighter?
Chat, can you see it?
And this is her fake ID that would identify her as 19 or 20. I can't remember. I zoomed in on her earlier. Somebody had a high quality res. Still not 21. They're getting her drunk.
These bitches are actually legal?
Yeah.
Bro, we've been trying to tell you guys. Like, do you need to see again? Do you want another one?
So she claimed she didn't have an ID. Then she claimed that it was a fake that she had an ID and she was legal. It was a fake ID.
Nigga, they on my
her father,
fake ID, good.
Has been contacted, and she's 16.
And he said that he wanted me to tell you.
My husband's texting me, and he said that he wanted me to tell you that we will have our daughter ready for you as a virgin.
What the fuck? You guys are crazy, dude. Oh my God. You know what's crazy?
My husband's texting me.
I met bitch through, this is his claim. I met bitch through podcast girl who IDs everyone. I checked ID and her friend vouched. No way this woman can be this clout hungry and evil because she is around this industry all the time. It was all for clout. I've been nothing but good to that stupid bitch. We never had one issue in past collaborations. She always just did her job as the girl finder for streams. I swear to God, she has no reason to try and get me got. Can you imagine how much worse it could have got? I don't know the motive, but I am going to ruin that bitch's life for farming that clip off my perfectly clean record. She did not even apologize. She just kept saying that I'm tripping for no reason and the girl is not lying. What a nasty fucking bitch. Now, she claims that they claim that there's like this video, there's like this hidden camera footage of them questioning this podcast girl who does this not only for them, gets girls for their stream, but does it for the Fresh and Fit podcast as well. And apparently she IDs everyone of that girl saying, I swear she's 18, she's 18. And they claim they kicked her out. But what's weird about their claim they kicked her out is that Hill Mike posted this photo to his private Discord channel that says 0 regrets, and it seems like he's in his bed, topless, and this would be that same girl. Zero regrets, good night, he says. 0 regrets, good night. Kind of strange. Now, her ID would have made her, the ID that she showed and that the picture that's been uploaded is apparently from, would make her 18, but it's people have identified it as a fake ID. We also have this one. This is where they apparently recorded this secret video where they were trying, oh shit, is it gone now? This secret video where supposedly they were kicking these girls out. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? No. What the hell? Oh, here's the dad. Is Yuli your daughter? Yes, she is. Is she underage? And they send the clip from Kick Clips on Twitter, and it says, what the hell? Yes, she is 16. So that was supposedly the father there. I think it was, where were we just at? Was it on this one? Here is the supposed secret recording.
I would swear on the Bible and God and Christ. Swear on your swear on your mother, your dad, your whole family, your whole family. Look at me. Your whole family dies if you don't say, if you lie.
What does Muhammad have to do anything?
You're above 18.
I'm above 18 on my whole family.
Swear to God.
I swear to God.
Abby, you have been friends with her? You've been friends?
To you. I swear to God, on my family, on my dog, on my job, I would not bring you an underage.
So I trust you because, you're respected in the industry. You work for Fresh and Fit. You bring bad bitches. You do other things. You're a respected person. I don't think you would ever bring us a 16-year-old girl to set us up.
No, I swear, I wouldn't.
And you swear to God she's above 18.
I swear to God, I swear on my job, I swear on my family, I swear on everything, I wouldn't bring this to you.
Now, this is not the girl that we see, the 16-year-old girl. This is the podcast girl who gets the bitches, I guess.
And you swear to God she's above 18. I swear to God,
I swear on my job, I swear on my family, I swear on everything, I wouldn't bring this to you.
Okay.
Now, this video is, Hill Mike claims he secretly recorded this to prove that he basically questioned her, and then right after this video was recorded, they threw him out. The problem is that not only were they partying and trying to fuck and maybe did fuck a 16-year-old in the state of Florida, Florida is also a two-party consent state. So when he released this, it's also a crime in Florida to secretly record a private conversation unless all parties involved have given their legal consents that they can be recorded. Now, the Willie Mack Show did an update, and it says Mike is straight up lying. They asked for her ID. She said she didn't have it. Zerka continued to kiss her. Then when Josiah said she shouldn't be here, she has no ID, Mike responded, "You're an F-slur ass ninja, bro. We ain't ID checking. This is all on live stream." He then posted this, which is still up on his Discord. So this is what got kicked on. This is what they got kicked from Kick for. And it literally says 0 regrets. Good night. Now people were calling him out in the live stream, calling him pedos, saying that she was underage. When the ID come out, they immediately said it's fake. You need to get rid of her. You're committing a crime. You're going to jail, bro. Like people in the chat. And he follows that up with cussing them out, saying they don't ID check. And it says 0 regrets as his post that night after the stream is over. Now it says Hill Mike is lying and never checked IDs. And this would be on their now deleted Kick stream after the Kick ban. However, Kick would still have access to their VOD for any legal inquiries. Now, there was a video of them picking up these girls. Let me see if I can find it. There was also a video of them picking up these girls. Let's just go to Gun News. Let's see if we can find the video of them picking up these girls at the bar, in which they literally tell them, they literally tell them that they are underage. It's probably in this thread. Let's open this thread and see if we can find the video of them literally saying that they're underage. They joke and say that they're 12 at one point. It gets worse. Let's see. I wonder if it'd be under the latest.
Basically, Mike, he's the promoter of his stream. He does like his nightclub stream or whatever. And you know how nightclubs get infiltrated by girls with fake IDs, all that shit? For 6 years, this guy's never been infiltrated. The fucking day I come here, the girl who works at a Fresh and Fit. He trusted her. She brought a friend, and we didn't think they're cloud chasers because they were like nice to me on. Well, one of them was
Kick right now does not keep half. You get you get like 97%. Like 3% goes to processing. I need to get back on Kick on the weekend.
Everyone was nice to me on set when I was
now
on
that my
Fresh and
shit's fixed.
And yeah, they pulled out some, like, I guess their sister's ID. And I'm used to like looking at Canadian IDs, not American, but it didn't look fake at all.
So they had their sister's ID allegedly.
But yeah, it looked like Mike had hired security. He did everything professional. Security's supposed to ID everyone, and so they somehow slipped through the cracks and stuff. But thank God nothing actually happened. But there's
slipped through the cracks, he claims. People in their chat were saying check the ID. Other streamers that were there were saying we need to kick her out. She claims she doesn't have an ID, but it slipped through the cracks somehow.
Some cringy clips of me now.
I mean, it seems like, I know you. I know that you wouldn't have done that if you believed that she was actually 16. There's like one thing between jokes, but you clearly, and I think most people know that.
It doesn't really matter. Like, if my defense is I believe that 12-year-old was 25.
You do that. But at the same time, though, like, are you taking, accountability? Like, you realize that the mistake?
I mean, I've worked with dumb business for like 8 years, bouncing and doing these kind of streams or my kind of streams. Pickups, nothing's ever slipped through the cracks. Perfect track record. So really, it's like I'm not that mad about it because I'm like, I compare it to all those Twitch streamers and those YouTubers who get caught DMing underage girls, and this is them just coming up to us in public. One girl we trust, and they duped us. And really, if that girl didn't work for I didn't even think you could have a job at 17 as a girl finder. But
that girl at Fresh and Fit is 17.
I don't know about her, but I know the one that kissed me definitely is. She's either 17 or 16, but her ID says she's legal.
The one that kissed me is either 16 or 17.
But I don't know if I believe that ID.
Did it look like she was kissing him, or he was like chewing on her cheek and trying to hold her down on the couch when she was like trying to say, hey, let's get up and drink? Like, she was trying to get out of that situation. It seemed like that she thought it was maybe going too fast. I'm not saying that she wouldn't have fucked. She probably would have. I don't know. But that situation on the couch, it seemed like she was trying to get out of it. She said, not on stream. She said, no, we need to go drink. I think they have tequila out. We need to go over here. We need to go drink with our friends. She was trying to get off the couch, if nothing else.
All I know, and I don't want to get anyone in trouble because I know that's a felony for them. As much as like, real, that's I did it one.
Without saying "fuck you," you're being creepy. Like because she would have gotten kicked out, right? She had to come up with something. She's like, "Oh, we need a drink. Well, they got tequila. We need to go get tequila." It seemed like she was trying to get out of that situation while he was trying to nibble on her face.
Girl that was 18 is like publicity thing last year for like a couple weeks when I was popping up. But like I've never been to states where it's legal. I've never done that weird shit. And so it's like it's so bad that all of my my fucking pedo jokes have to come back to haunt me now.
It was bound to happen. God always punishes you for the sins that you commit without repentance.
I don't think there's sin, bro. I don't think a joke is a sin. I don't think a joke is a sin.
No, the joke's not a sin, but like this life is a sin. We told you to come to Miami, to be with us, and be with Myron, be with the Red Pill in Miami, be esoteric, talk about Christ is King. This is where you should have been. You heard this from your community, from me, from everybody, and you chose to go to LA with the trannies and the underage girls. Like, well, why? That's a sin.
Well, LA was just to pick up my PC, but really I didn't want to let like Mike go down because he was, hey, the fucking cat is breaking my PC. Get it down, come here, get down. Hey, get down. Oh my God, it's cracked. Okay. Hold on.
Did you ID that pussy?
Yo, you're. And you know what's funny is the whole chat liked the girl, so I guess that whole chat's a creep too.
You seem a little shook about it, a little bit.
I was, bro. You know what's funny is like people are like he's puking because now he finds her gross. That's not why. Like she looks like any other 20-year-old girl we run into in these streams. Before when I went to the shower when we first got in the house, and they're trying to come in my room, I just locked them out. I just shower alone because like I don't know these people. And even I'm so glad that I'm the type to like hook up really slow. Like it wouldn't even have happened.
That was him hooking up really slow.
But check this out. When I went in the shower, I randomly just, I had a couple drinks, nothing crazy. I got this dizzy spell of something's wrong. And I started puking, just spit. And I kept spitting. Then I came out. I'm like, that's weird. Like, I barely drank. I feel healthy. And I have this dizzy feeling. Then it went away. And, she's cuddling on me and stuff like that. And then that feeling.
She's cuddling on me, by the way. It's always her now. Now that we found out that she's 16, she was kissing me. She was cuddling on me. She wanted to hang out with me. I was not that interested, you know?
As soon as Josiah, the virgin, was like, yo, yeah, I saw it. But wait a minute. That was on her phone. And the one thing that blew me away is Mike kept trolling because Mike thought we were making fun of him, like we're trying to get him. So Mike kept saying stupid shit like, no, she's 24, she's this, she's that. And he kept double downing and looking like he's in a lot of heat for that. I feel bad.
How are you not tired of this world? Like I'm just hearing you and I can hear that.
All right, so there is another video. Let me see if I can find the other one. Oh God, that one don't look good.
Yeah?
He's grabbing her by the tits and kissing her. She was kissing him, guys. She was kissing him. Never forget it. She was kissing him.
Abby.
I'm Abby right here. We're just.
Your friend is not 17, right? She's above 18.
She's above fucking 18. And I wouldn't bring her around my people. I wouldn't be friends with her. I wouldn't bring her around people that are underage if she was under 17.
Thank you. She had a fake ID that said 1998 that me and my friends were not aware of. You were not aware of.
That's her sister.
Either.
That's to get in the club. That's because we went to the bars to get in the club down Fort Lauderdale.
So we met you guys at a bar,
that's the IDs I have.
which was 21 and above, and we met you guys at a bar. Well, you're cool. You're amazing. I'm just double checking. So.
But listen, I work for a podcast. I do things that I wouldn't want to bring this to. I wouldn't bring this to anywhere.
1998 would make her 26. You think she was 26?
I'm not trying to get myself in any type of situation. I'm not trying to put him in a situation. I'm not trying to put me in a situation. I'm not trying to fuck my life up because I know this will fuck up my reputation and my job that I work for. I'm not, and I know you have connections. I know you know people. I know Zerka knows people from.
By the way, her job is getting pussy for Miami streamers.
I know Zerka's about to come to Fresh and Fit, actually, isn't he? Doesn't he come
He is
here?
going to Fresh and Fit.
Exactly. I know people know people. I wouldn't bring that on myself. Would I not bring that on me? But I won't bring that on him either because I know what this can lead to me. So I wouldn't. Why would I bring that on me?
I trust you. I'm just double checking. I'm not trying to be rude. You understand the stress I'm feeling. People are canceling us.
I'm not taking this as rude because
Last night we got set up by a trusted worker of mine. This is me kicking out the girl's secret recording. She wanted fame so bad that she tried taking us down for it. They are both snakes, nasty and evil women. Told you we are innocent, you stupid fucks. That was from Hill Mike, the one, this guy. This is Zero Regrets. I wanted to see that. Where was the bar part of it? Let me see if I can do bar. I can't remember where I saw it. There was a stream from the bar where they admitted that they were underage and snuck into the bar. They say like, we're like 12, and they're like, he's like, there's no way you're 12. Let's go to Willie Mac's page. He was covering a lot of this today. Let's see what he's got. Video will be up. So Willie Mac's making a video about it. Uh-oh, something went wrong. Permanently banned from Kick. How do you accident? Oh, my God. Oh. Young and stupid women hunting down celebrities to bite a slice of fame is a tale as old as time. Old and ugly women being mad about it has nothing to do with morality. Their outrage comes from not being selected, and deep down, everybody knows that. So the older people are only mad about it because they wanted to be in his house.
You're funnier than a pedo joke. And I said,
True.
I said, there's some truth to all jokes, Mom. Really? She's like, you're funny.
My daughter-in-law is 21 and looks 13. What? People shouldn't be trying to fuck her. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Zerka Fisher, you made your bed. Now you have to sleep in it. I wish I could find that other one. Mike was not set up. There is another video. It's got to be in one of these threads. Where they're literally at the fucking bar and they tell them they're underage and they have fake IDs to get in. The whole thing seems pretty wild to me. I did nothing wrong. Followed every professional step by ID checking with multiple people making sure that it was real by asking Abby before going on with IRL stream. I don't know. I can't find the video clip I'm looking for, but it doesn't matter. They're in a bar. Drama alert. They're in a bar and they're like, haha, we're like 12. And they're like, you're not 12. And they're like, no, but we're not old enough to get in here or something like that. So they are now banned permanently from Kick for being fucking creeps. For being fucking creeps. I think all those guys are weird. It's creepy to just have someone. How close to trafficking do you? I understand it's not technically human trafficking, right? But how close do you want to be to human trafficking before you're like, this is weird? If you have a person, you're like, okay, we're streaming tonight. I need you to go find a bunch of bitches who want to get drunk and fuck so people will watch our stream. Like, how close do you want to get to trafficking, but being like, I'm not exactly trafficking? It's weird, right? It's fucking weird. That's what I've got so far. It's fucking weird. I think that somebody told me that Derek Johnson posted, guess where I'm at? Much awaited and overdue Roseanne Barr interview. So he's setting up his Roseanne Barr interview. That'd be something to look forward to. I don't think it's out yet, but he's setting it out. Somebody asked me once if I were a banana. Are you talking like racist? Somebody asked you if you were a banana? Like yellow on the outside but white on the inside? Is that what you're talking about? Or if they're asking if you're hung like a banana. Those are two different things. Don't read that here. Sorry, let me go back and read it. Somebody asked me once if I were a banana. By the way, I didn't say your name until you just come into chat and said, don't read that here. Could have been anybody. I don't know. This is the same reason I don't like the Fresh and Fit guys. The Fresh and Fit guys talk about finding a young, hot wife who's a virgin, never done OnlyFans, never been with a guy, never flashed her tits, never done anything, right? They need that virgin trad housewife. And then they basically pay women on the internet to fuck them. they go to sugar baby websites or use this pussy finder. That's weird, right? If they're all about this trad wife, but why don't they find their wife and settle down? One of them is married to like an older woman. Like it's just also weird. One of them has a baby scare. That Rolo guy has like an old fat wife who they've been together for like years or whatever. It can't get worse than it's not even like you should practice what you preach. They preach, and then do the opposite. Do the exact opposite. Let's pay bitches to sleep with us. That doesn't scream that they're being authentic, at least to me. But potato, I guess.
Please, let me come back, please. My life back in the boxes and some people my visit my friends, please. Please, let me come back, please. My life back in the boxes and some people my visit my friends, please.
Good friend of the show, Holly, apparently has been banned from going live.
One more chance, please. And please. I want to talk to my friends. So tell people to give me one more chance, please. And please. I want to talk to my friends, please. Please. And my life back, please. To talk.
At Macy's.
Everyone.
Fragrance destination.
California. Please, let me come back.
So she got banned from going live, apparently.
Tick the top, please. I'm not singing a song for you.
Tick the top.
If you change your mind.
Califia Organic. Irresistibly simple. With only almonds, water.
Gonna play a song for TikTok. So they give her live streaming ability back. She says, okay, please, TikTok, I'm gonna play a song for you so you'll give me my live streaming back.
But wait till it get hard. She gonna be like, damn, shit, my God.
Mobilize a large group of us to tell Kelly Bradley what? I'll just go read it. Hold on. I forgot to say Ian Lee from the DJ Groups, who just passed away, the guy we talked about yesterday, also mobilized a large group of us to tell Kelly Brady that we would attend her event in D.C. Kelly thought tens of thousands of us would come to the event. We now call it Potty Fest due to all of the porta potties she rented. About a dozen people showed up to the actual event. Very good. Very funny. That's funny. She could have bought a new car with all that porta potty money, probably. The man, the myth, the legend, the super PAC, super sack.
Hey, Kilo, let's just shut up. You're my Mary Jane.
Got the package. He's got the whole package, boys. The whole package.
It's
It's hard to talk to somebody if you're not looking right at them. I know. It's like trying to talk to somebody who has a lazy eye. You don't know which eye to
Right, you and Scott Rogers have the same bathing suit bottoms.
focus on. Yeah, they're done that. You're sitting there talking to them thinking, oh, crap, should I be looking at that eye or that eye? Focus, you moron!
Nailed it.
What if someone here has a lazy eye? I'll confuse them. Here I am, on here. Here. You know what pesto is? Pesto. It's the stuff that goes on salad and pizza. No, pesto. It's a magician with a hair lip. Pesto!
Yeah, I read your message.
What if someone here has a hair lip? Sorry. Oh, stop it. It's hard to...
What's going on, you guys?
He definitely cheated.
10 plus 10 times 1, 20. Minus 10. Because 10 plus 10 equals 20. Times 1, 20. And you take 10 away. And what you got left? 10.
This doesn't really show order of operation very well because you did it wrong.
I know addition, multiplication, and subtraction.
Multiplication. I know addition, multiplication.
And there's a trick with the nines too. I'll show you the trick later on.
Yeah, because it's a multiplier of 1, you get the exact same answer, but he did it wrong.
Peace out, guys.
He did his multiplication wrong.
What's going on, everyone?
What's going on, Scott Rogers?
Happy Thursday.
Thursdays.
If I get out of TikTok universe, when I do another live, I will do a silly dance. And the dance is a mind.
What a bargain.
Because I already got a silly dance in mind. Because today, battling comment. And during the battle, if I get the universe, next live I do, silly dancing. And it's going to be my picking. And also, we need to get this belt back from Comet, guys.
I use OBS.
And also, I'm reactivating.
I think Scott Rogers should scene for scene do a remake of Dirty Dancing, but call it Silly Dancing.
The Wolf Pack. So, I think I can handle it now. So, and there's going to be a new name to the Wolf Pack, so I'm figuring that out right now. I'll keep you updated on the name. Peace out. All right.
They're not, his shit isn't uneven. Stop saying it's uneven. It's perfectly even if it had the corresponding other side of the body. He's split down the middle. He is 2 halves of 2 separate humans. It would be perfectly even if we could see the other half of human 1 or the other half of human 2. He's stitched right down the center, perfectly symmetrical if we had the right halves.
I'll get that one. $22nd. Come from National Bee and Angel Day. Pretty cool. Hello. I think I know what you have to do.
Okay. Get it.
Screen mirroring this. Scissors beats paper. Rock. Beats scissors. And paper beats rock. That's how you do it.
Oh my God. Did you see how big that belly button was? It looks like that story we watched on YouTube where that guy got stuck in that cave and his family couldn't get him out. He was stuck in it upside down. That looks like, what was it called? It was called Satan's Grundle or something. That's what it looks like. I could see how some splunkers could get trapped in there.
All right, let's see.
The rest of them we've seen. There you go, guys. Scott Rogers update.
What's up, everyone? By the power of the morphing grid. White Tiger Ranger helmet. Yeah. I'm going to be pinning this video. Whenever you see...
The more of those filters he does where he has to cheat and watch someone else do them, then puts them together, it just proves that he could work a job. He just won't.
Me in comment battle. And I don't have the belt. Y'all need to help me win the belt back.
He can't even pronounce the word Illuminati.
I have the belt. Let's keep the belt. He's been keeping it for a while now.
What the fuck do you need a belt for when you never wear pants?
It's our turn to have the belt, so... Rangers...
It's like saying you want to get the work boots back.
Y'all can help too. So let's get this belt back. He still has it.
To be fair, I could be wrong. You know how you can slice some vegetables and fruits, like you could take an avocado seed and like put a toothpick through it and like put it in a glass of water and it grows its roots down one side and the plant out the other. Maybe he was just cut in half and left alone in whatever science experiment he was part of. And the other half just grew back. Maybe he was like, maybe they use one arm and one leg to hold him over a giant glass of water, and the other side just grew back.
We need this belt back. Let's keep it for a few weeks.
Cashmere's not cheap, okay? Especially this high thread count. And this man's just got cashmere sweaters for days.
Or maybe
starfish. Excellent example.
I don't know. So remember.
Somebody says, why do I have an overwhelming desire to watch the Goonies all of a sudden?
This video will be pinned. We need this belt back, guys. Peace out. What's up, everyone? By the power of the morphing grid. White Tiger Ranger helmet.
On. White Tiger Wangle helmet. All right, guys, I'm out. Tomorrow we'll cover Phil. It's going to be Twitch subscribers and patrons. We'll catch up with Phil, see if he's dead or not. I believe he is. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Bird. Colbert Confessional. Support the show while we're offline. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see everybody on the next one.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the fork and balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6 cents for the stupid shit.
Where my true believer?
Y'all need Jesus.
Praise the Lord, head to the extreme.
All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss 'em off, it's about to get lit. Get the
placing them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped them to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Wait. Stop. What? What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get to placing them bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get to placing them bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well. It's all over. Hands on his shoulders. They ringing his bell. You got Frog News Network doing no damn research. They rework and copy on Cox that came first.
Yeah, please consider supporting the show. That's how we keep it going. I am working on revamping the other YouTube channel, Coldberry Creations. Make sure you check it out. I'm gonna have some stuff from that. I recorded part of the design process, I guess, today, which is just me and paint talking about the pieces we need. I'm going tomorrow to grab the pieces. I got some 3D part for the first project. I got some 3D printed pieces. I got to set up a time lapse for that and get those printed. Yeah, and patrons will have the video. So there'll be clips of the video coming out on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, on my regular TikTok and the Cold Recreation channels for YouTube Shorts, and then Patreon subscribers will have the video a week early while I'm trying to get the monetization, everything set up, and then after that week it'll be free to everybody on YouTube on Cold Beer Creations. Thank you guys. Have a good night.